Hey everybody, welcome to I don't know why I said that. It's really weird. Welcome to the production of I don't know what I'm doing this morning. But welcome to Kids on Bike Show, sponsored by Hunter Entertainment on Roll20. We are deep in the town of Techburg. It's mysteries and all kind of great stuff. So thank you for joining us for another Monday morning. And for those of you watching on the VOD, thank you as well for checking us out there on YouTube. Let's go around and introduce who we are, who we're playing, and just something cool that happened in the past week. So let's start with Shu.
Hi everyone, my name is Shu. My character's name is Winter Lee. She is a recent transplant from Orlando. She eats lunch alone in the bathroom most days. She's having a lot of problems with her stepmom's Lillian. And did I mention she was a loner weirdo? Man, this daylight savings time. My pronouns are she, hers, and one cool thing that happened to me this week was I made some really nice scones. It's been a boring week.
That's cool. All right, Kailey.
Hi everybody, I'm Kailey Bray. I'm playing Meadow McKinley, the scout. She has a slight trauma-related past with the probably a cult on the outskirts of town, but she and her mom have escaped from that now, and they're chill, and she just wants to talk about her science experiment all the time. I think my fun thing might also be baking related. I made marshmallows for the first time, homemade marshmallows.
Wow.
So I made strawberry marshmallows and then I covered them in chocolate, and they taste just like chocolate covered strawberries.
I never knew how marshmallows were made. I just always thought they came out naturally marshmallows.
Yeah, they just come out the ground, man. You can grow
There's like
them.
a marshmallow tree somewhere.
It's a marshmallow seed. Yeah, for sure.
It's like bug snacks. You could just pull them off.
Man, that would have made it easier.
That's great.
I love that game.
Cool.
Thank you for the raid, no. Hey, no.
Thank you for the raid. All right, Markeia.
Hey, I'm Markeia McCarty. Hi, Daylight Savings. How you doing? See you twice a year, and only one time am I happy to see you. Yes, I play Mana Pepperwood. She's the daughter of the mayor. She's a little spiritual guru weirdo that likes to dress in colors because she believes in color magic. She controls animals, like Shu's dog. She heavily believes in spirits and is very superstitious, very blunt. She's also pretty young. She's 11 and a half years old. So she's small, fierce, mighty, and powered by her gods and her music. So it's very fun 90s related there. So did we introduce ourselves? Sorry, I was watching people talk like your mouths move. And then I was like, did we introduce her?
I also used my real people name.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can share.
You can change it up.
Yeah, well, I know that you said something cool, and we were also talking about baking cool stuff. So for my Quarniversary, I did bake a banana cake with a lemon cream cheese frosting. I did that for my friend for her stream, and it came out pretty amazing. I was very, very proud of that. So, and along with that, I did a birthday tarot read for her during her live stream. So it was like, I thought that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Did a bunch of things over the weekend, but that's mostly drinking related. So.
Oh,
Here.
okay. All right, Noir.
Hello, I'm Noir. I play, wow, it really is early. I play Thaddeus J. Chadwick the Fourth, but you can just call me Four. He is the Plastic Beauty and 16. But don't let that make you think that he is in any way brave or the leader of this group at all. No, he is a coward. uh, wow, what did I do this week? I slept. I had a mighty sleep. That was good. I think I watched something that I was very entertained. Oh yeah, I watched Gladiator again, and me me and Anita, we watched Gladiator and we statted it out like D&D. We found out that Maximus is a paladin of the Oath of Vengeance. So there you go.
Yeah, I see that.
Fun nerd stuff.
Now, when you were watching it, like, were you like pausing it and
so
adding your modifiers, or
absolutely. So when you watch a movie and when you stand it out, you're just like, oh, that was definitely the use of this feat and this ability. That's a action surge what he did right there, because he attacked so many times, and then at the end of the movie you just kind of go over like, okay, here's why this is the class I think the main character is, and then you argue your points.
I love that.
We do that with Disney movies almost every day.
Oh,
so fun.
I did it with Tangled. And Rapunzel has the best incantation for cure wounds ever. Just saying.
Sure do.
Man, I feel like I've been left out. This sounds really cool. Might be doing this. All right, and I'm Shareef. I'm your GM for this Kids on Bikes adventure. And fun thing that I did was I didn't create myself, but I will consume. I have
Girl Scout cookies.
4 boxes of Thin Mints.
Oh yeah.
Girl Scout cookies.
How I get down.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out to the Girl Scouts. My friend said they were outside of the dispensary near their house, and I thought he was joking, and he was not. They were posted up selling cookies outside of the dispensary.
That's, you know what? Oh my gosh, bless their entrepreneurial spirit.
Yep.
Get that money.
Yeah.
Location.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of curious as to how I'm sure I can look it up, but how Girl Scout cookies became this like big thing, because I'm assuming it was just troops selling them just locally, and now it's like this huge national fundraising effort. Yeah, it's like a juggernaut.
Do you know how upsetting it is that I can't get those cookies year round? I think that's how they make their money.
Yeah,
it's just like, if you don't get them now, if you don't get these Thin Mints right now, you go spend a year wishing you had them.
Caramel delights, baby. I could eat those. I could eat a sleeve of those like Link. Oh,
yep. And have done.
Yeah.
FOMO strikes again.
For sure. Yeah. Like everyone has a Girl Scout cookie that they favor for sure. It like is that the effect that they only sell them once a year. Maybe they should also sell the McRib. Like maybe the Girl Scouts should have the McRib.
Partner up with McDonald's.
Yeah, they should sell McRibs.
I kind of love a world where Girl Scouts look at other people selling seasonal things and like, we're gonna take this over and do it better.
Yeah.
12-year-old girls with a marketing plan.
They have Hey, look. Well, I actually have heard that, and like, I don't know if like anyone here was a Girl Scout or a Boy Scout, but the badges they have now are like some cool like badges, like video game design and like
wow.
Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
pretty cool. I never did the Scout thing, but like, I was like, wow, that's pretty
I did brownie Scouts, and I mean, the divide was there, let's say, with the whole, we're gonna make wallets, and we're like, what did the other Scouts do? They went camping. Oh, that's cool. I got this wallet I made over the weekend.
Hey,
Same.
it's like it's a
Same.
wallet to like put all that Girl Scout cookie money in there.
I went to 2 brownies meetings and I immediately was like, so there's no knives here at all. There's no pocket knives. Like there's no whittling. There's none. Okay, you know what? I'm good.
I can't set anything on fire. Goodbye.
But for reals, there was no fire anywhere.
Yeah, Girl Scouts were a threat for me. The fact that I'm playing a scout now is very funny.
Trying to relive that Girl Scout. So.
Yeah, the way it should be.
The way it should be.
By escaping from a cult.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, this is all a big metaphor. Oh man. This whole game is a metaphor.
You're working some things out, I see.
Yeah, working some things out. All right, so why don't we hop into a little recap, y'all, of what's going on so far for new folks and for us to get us back up to speed so we can jump back in. So Noir, our resident recapper, professional recapper.
I see you.
You can't hide.
You of course have to start us off so that you can set the foundation and we can build upon your foundation.
Oh, okay. Hey, y'all, how's it going? Wow. And I'm doing this tired. This is gonna be fun. All right. So last week, we got into some shenanigans as per usual. We waited until class was over at around 5 to break into not break into the biolab. That would imply that we did something
still
wrong.
Counts as breaking in.
I don't see it that way.
Yeah? If I stole your, if I take your keys and I go into your house, is that breaking in? Is that just...
I mean, so we legally walked into the biolab where we found some experiments. Meta was able to check in on her experiment, and there was like a boiling hot like potion on like a burner, and what we found out that potion does is it turns things into turnips. Like we took like a little flick of it, and it made like a little teeny tiny turnip, and then we together collectively, in the name of science, decided to drop a pencil in the potion as a team. And True. That pencil turned into a giant turnsel, which is a turnip pencil mixture. Then Mana hopped into the giant turnip, and for reasons, we all decided to take Mana in the giant turnip and go to the pencil sharpener. But as soon as we left the biolab, the turnip and Mana started to become one entity. One Mernup, one might say.
Oh no.
Oh.
Like it, Cannon.
No.
Cannon.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's let that sink in. Oh, that was good. All right. So the Mernup, once we started to notice that Mana and the turnip were becoming a Mernup, we quickly brought them back into the biolab, where the fusion seemed to stop, and Mana was able to get out of the turnip. 4 was afraid that Mana became a were turnip.
True.
This sounds like a fever dream. The more I describe it, the more I'm like, what is this show?
What is this show?
Then the security guard came in because we were making a ruckus, and we did leave the biolab after a discussion of maybe seeing him somewhere he doesn't recall being, even though he was totally there. The security guard freaked, locked us all into the biolab, and we all collectively as a team, equal parts working in unison, solved the puzzle together, everybody holding their own. And that's where we left off last episode. Everybody holding their own, working together, being a useful member of this group.
Perfect.
Huh.
And that's how I recall it.
Perfect.
The side eye, I'm kidding y'all.
Any small details that anyone wants to add that, you know, either additions or potential conflicts with
potential conflict.
Mana was beseeching her new god of the turnips, Akras, Finnish god of was it potato fertility? Not potato. Well, probably potatoes. It was a bunch of vegetables, including turnips, and fertility. So yeah,
He agrees.
Gods and animals. Yeah.
I disagree.
Along with that, Charlie gave us some pretty good information. Charlie Guard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a bit of a lore dump. Charlie sat back. Anyone remember what you found out from Charlie?
There were
the tunnels underneath were connected to the school. In fact, he drops "Don't go to the principal's office." You know, it's like so we know that the tunnel location or entrance that there's one that we could find there.
He does say that.
He also talked about what the liquor that the bootleggers were distilling was like, and that it had some weird properties like being self-heating and just generally weird.
Self-heating and transmutable.
Transmutable,
yeah. I mean, it can change things from one substance to another. And Winter was actually the one that brought up, like, are you making liquor? When he was kind of talking about experiments, because he talks about how like he was a science student at the school, like before it got rebranded into the Academy of Science, that they like found some stuff in the tunnels that like ChemT and the school kind of had this like they like worked together to do experiments and stuff in their old lab, and they found this stuff. He didn't get into too many details, but he did say that there was an accident that ruined part of the building, and that but he said that like everything has been taken care of basically, and that you don't have to worry about anything. He does press on 4 because 4 mentions that he was tackled by him, and he's like, what are you talking about? And then 4 backs down from the pressure and says he did not see him.
Say back down.
You
folded like a piece of paper.
Yeah. You folded like a piece of wet paper.
It's called a tactical retreat, people.
Well, I will say it did cause like Charlie to like say that like he was relieved, like thank God, like I might have had to do something if you really did see that. So that combined with the fact that in the gym earlier when you were with Coach D, he kind of revealed to you that sometimes he felt like he was being watched, and that he looked back once and he felt like he saw like himself behind him, like in the shadows, and then you decided to mention tentacles to him, and he kind of freaked out and left.
Yeah, you see, the reason that 4 is called 4 is because he's 4 steps ahead of the game. You understand?
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Let's edit that out of the VOD. Let's edit that out of the world. So like quite a bit about Charlie now, right? And he when 4 kind of said, he brought up the like tentacle stuff right in front of Charlie. Charlie locked you in the lab. You left and locked you in the lab. You're not sure why. And then you found out that there was a certain sequence that you had to press these doors in because they would not open. So you found that, and you heard a click, and the lights went off. That's where we ended last episode.
We all found that out together.
All found it out together. Couple other things. At the beginning, when Winter was in the bathroom, she overheard some voices talking about the lab that didn't seem to be teachers. Like we weren't sure, but like she did not recognize them.
Yeah, and I listen in on all bathroom conversations, so I'd know.
Winter for sure is a
that is powerful creep
information gatherer. Yes. So that's kind of like all the big things that happened last episode. Anybody got anything else that happened that they want to touch upon?
No.
All right, y'all. Let's jump into the episode then. All right. So we are in the science lab. The lights come back on, and 4, you are in the science lab alone.
Pardon me? What? What was that? I thought you said I was alone for a second there.
You are in the science lab alone.
I'm going to Mana? Winter? Since it's funny, I'm gonna go to the door, try to push it open.
Okay. It doesn't move.
Okay.
Now, I'll say you did observe what they were doing. So you did hear them discuss, that they had to do a proper sequence, of pushing on the door and such. So, like, you observed what they did. You just were not a participant in it.
Yeah. Now the question is, was 4 paying attention enough to be able to recreate?
Okay, so why don't you roll? Yeah, roll a brains for me. Let's see what you got.
Oh no, I don't. This isn't gonna go well for our boy.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, I'm rolling a brains. I'm not dumb. I'm smart.
Sure.
Oh,
it's just if you were paying attention. Right?
Yeah, I rolled a 4. Very on brand.
Okay.
Very on brand.
I mean, you were right there, like you heard them, so it's not too high of a difficulty check because you were literally right next to them. Like unless you were completely zoned out, like yeah, you're able to, like I said, you're able to recall that they found the sewing machine. They also found a like a piece of paper that kind of like a map of the room. That like clearly had the doors marked as south, east, and west. That the sew on the sewing machine was like an acronym like S.E.W. And you remember, like, you saw them go around the doors in a sequence and press the doors in that order. And then the lights went out, and when they came back on, it was
Okay, so I'm gonna go to this. Oh man, I'm gonna go to the door on the south.
Okay, sure.
Push it.
Okay. Yeah, it feels like you're pushing a door.
Then I go to the door on the east, and I push it.
Yeah, it feels like you're pushing a door.
Then I go to the door on the west, and then I push.
Feels like you're pushing a door.
Oh my god, what do they do?
So nothing happens, but you do recall that they did it like they were all like it was a sequence, and they were all pushing on the door at the same time.
Oh god, I need 2 other people.
As you scream that out, you hear somebody enter some keys on the.
I would like to take the hide action.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me where you want to try to hide.
Oh man. Okay, so if I recall correctly, there's a refrigerator for.
Oh my god, there are refrigerators. There are tables you can hide behind. There are closets for the, jackets and that kind of stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna hide in the closet.
Yeah, because I was about to say the fridge probably can't hold you.
Yeah,
I'd let you try to squeeze in there.
I'm too slow for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Curse these gains.
All right. So yeah. So like you hide in the closet. I'll say you do it. Why don't you roll a flight for me?
A flight for it. I can do that. All right. So here we go. Flight. I'm actually pretty good at flight. Got a 6.
Okay. Yeah, you make some noise while you're getting in there. So you weren't completely as stealthily as you wanted to do it to make it seem like there was no one in there. But the important thing is that you didn't like drop anything or leave anything that would make it seem like, somebody just went into the closet. So you're hidden, if you ever play the Hitman series, you're like Agent 47, you just lock yourself in that closet and you can peer out of sort of
just thinking stealthy thoughts
in there. So you hear someone come into the room. You can't see who it is, but when they talk, they don't sound like Charlie. It's like actually a woman's voice. And it's like, well, did he activate it? I must go back to the lair. This is not good. This is not good. And you hear them like they're starting to. It sounds like they're starting to move things around, like they're rearranging things in the room.
Can I attempt to peek out of the closet to see who's all in here?
Tell me how you want to peek. Like, do you want to literally put your head out of the closet and see?
Or are you trying to crack it open and just see through the slit? I'm not leaving the closet, but I'm gonna just peek. I'm afraid.
You definitely can.
Okay.
You definitely can. I want you though to. I want you to roll a. I guess that would be a flight as well. Yeah, because you're trying to evade them while you're.
Oh, that's fight. I want flight. There you go. 7.
Okay. Yeah. So you're able to peek out. And it is Mary, the superintendent.
I knew it. Okay.
Yeah. And as you peek out, her back is to you, right? As she's because if you remember when you put the straw in the thing, it basically exploded. So
yeah.
So there's a mess all over the ground. So she's trying to
clean it up. Yeah.
Clean things up, sweep up the glass, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, this closet is my home now.
But she currently can't see you. If you'd like to try, I will say she is off in the corner. There is a path to the door outside of the room.
Curse you for
which she has. It's not propped open, but that from your experience that this door, once you're inside, you can just open it because it's the door with the keypad and everything, but there's no keypad on this side.
Okay.
So you could stay in the closet if you wanted to, though. You could. I'd have you make a couple rolls because you kind of have to move between objects to get there, but
okay,
try that as well.
All right. So what things we know about 4? He's a coward. We also know that he's fast canonically because that's how he got slow. So we are going to Run, baby. We are gonna run. We are going to full on run. Like, when she seems to be her most, like, invested in what she's doing, I'm just gonna sneak out of the closet door and bolt.
Okay, so just straight bolt.
Yeah.
Okay, but like so do you bolt like you're trying to silently run, or like you're just like, I don't care how loud I am, I'm just trying to get out of here because I can outrun her. I'm 4.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. Like, I'm gonna full haul it and nobody can catch me because look at my gams. Like, they're not gonna get me. So here we go.
Then if like you're going for like, I'm just gonna just push everything out the way and just run through, that'd be a brawn. If you're trying to like kind of like be more slick, where you quickly dash out where she doesn't even know that you're there, that will be a flight. You can choose which one you want to.
Okay, well, I think since it's been broken down that way, I'm gonna go with flight because I'm better at it.
I mean, you could explode on the other one though, or risk or reward.
I'm gonna go with flight. I'm gonna try and sneakily make my way out, and if I mess up, then that's when he's just gonna haul ass. I mean, haul patukis. All right, here we go. A 9 on flight, not bad.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. You are able to get to the door. I have no idea how, but you do. And she does not appear to move or notice you.
Heck yeah.
Good job, Four. Good job.
I don't like how you're saying that, man. So now that you are outside of the lab, what do you do? I run home. I'm so sorry. Oh, but I can't. You can't save everybody
or anybody.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
Right. Okay, so if you're running through the hallways to get to the outside door, you do bump into Charlie because he's still there. And Charlie says, "Hey, what are you doing here? I locked you in that room to keep you safe. You should not be out here."
You locked me in the room, man. What is your problem? That is, I'm a kid, and I was napped. That's kid napping, bro.
Okay, first,
party.
First, keep it down because the superintendent is. Wait, how'd you get out of the room? Did she see you?
I don't know.
Where's the rest of you?
Why are you asking me questions like I'm not mad at you, dude?
All right, look, I'm gonna walk you out. Just follow me, okay?
Where are the others? What happened?
I asked you where are the others. You just came out by yourself.
All right, bro. I'm gonna level with you, dude. There's something strange going on in the school, man. It's
all right. Let's just talk and walk, okay? Let's just talk and walk. Trust me. I have to walk you out because there's some people outside, and if you walk out by yourself, it's just not going to look good. So I'm going to walk you out, but I have to walk you out.
Am I in the tentacle zone?
We are. Look,
are my friends in the tentacle world? Which world am I in?
Wait,
he starts to cry.
All right. Well, I don't know. Are you familiar with a perp walk? Because I'm gonna have to perp walk you outside, just to make sure that everything is clear and kosher. Okay. And he takes out a bunch of like zip ties.
Oh, I'm running like.
Okay.
This
Okay. So like you run from Charlie.
I am running to the pencil sharpener.
Oh, that's where you're running. Okay, so not home. Okay. So you're able to make it into Miss Jenkins' room. See the pencil sharpener right there.
Shift it. Gotta get out of the tentacle zone, man.
All right. You shift it, and as you shift it, we are going to jump to the rest of the characters. Meadow. So Meadow, Winter, and Mana. And if you could make sure the map is shared, Noir, you end up here. This room, and you're kind of oriented in a similar way that you were, like, kind of on the southeast west parts of this room, but you just kind of appear here.
Have we gone to the next realm?
I don't know. Look at tentacles.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the next realm, but it's definitely not the school that we were just in.
And then you hear a voice like, kids? And who pops in out of the GM layer? But Coach D. Coach D is in this
Mana
room.
is like immediately like, "Grr."
I don't know even what I have in my backpack, but I'll pull something out and try and just brandish it just to be like, ah!
Okay,
Probably a stapler. I don't know.
You have a bunch of stuff.
Whatever's on top.
Yeah, I was about to say, you have all those office supplies, plus the science lab stuff, plus the normal stuff you would have in there as a scout. So you have just like whatever you want, you can pull out.
I don't know. It's
a stapler? You want to pull out a stapler?
I found scissors.
Okay, wow. Live props, y'all.
The
Live
scissors
props
that we had there. Yeah.
Man, that is great. He's like, whoa, hold on. Let me explain what's going on. Because
before you do, are you or are you not made of tentacles? Yes or no question.
I am not made of what? I'm
Why
not made of tentacles.
Did you specify I am not instead of just saying yes or no like Winter asked?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if you're talking about me, or the other me. But trust me, I'm me.
But how do we know that? The other you would probably say that. Why are we talking about other? Wait, what?
And who's the other you?
Yeah.
Look, ever since I got to this school, there's just been some weird things going on, and they haven't really they haven't really hit me to everything. But I do know that I was with your friend Four, and he mentioned something to me that made me kind of lose it a bit. So I went over. I found Felix. I had some questions for him, and next thing I know, I ended up here.
Do you remember talking with me in gym today?
Yeah.
Mana's gonna throw a handful of salt at his face.
Okay. So at the ready, he's like, okay.
Does it do anything like what it did with Mary before? Or is it regular?
It does not. He just has a bunch of salt in his face.
Okay,
so like he's like wiping his like a face like, look, I promise I'm Coach D. Ask me anything that only I would know.
What do I usually do in gym class? I'm Winter.
Winter. You usually stare ominously at the other students while fully dressed, while the other students are dressed in their gym clothes. You are fully dressed in the corner, staring ominously at folks.
That is correct. I do not believe in organized sports. This is real.
Yeah.
What do I usually do during gym class if you're really Coach D?
I don't know if I've ever seen you in gym class, Mana.
Correct. Because that is the time that I spend with my gods.
Yeah, like, we get graded for gym, right? Well, anyway. Yeah, so I've just been here and I can't get out of here. But I've seen other people appear in the way that you have.
Wait, how did you get in here?
I went to talk to Felix, and the next thing I know, I blacked out and I ended up here.
Okay. And you can't get out?
No, I've tried everything. There's some stairs over there, but they lead up to a door that I can't open. I look for different like passageways or anything. There's only one other person here, but they haven't been able to communicate with me because they've been like, I don't know,
dead? Are they dead
all the time? I don't think they're dead. I mean, I checked their pulse. And as you look around, you see this person.
Also,
right here.
Side note, guys, where's 4?
Where's Twin Souls?
Oh no.
And this person you would know as John Smith, another science teacher in the school. He's actually 4 as a science teacher. And he is there, but he is like on the ground and he's breathing. Like he's definitely not, dead, but he is, not responding to anything that's going on here. And Coach ID is like, yeah, it's like you've just been sleeping for a really long time, but I just can't wake him up.
Mana, do the salt thing.
Yeah. Salt his face. Salt his face. Marinate him.
Got it.
Marinate him.
Donna does like a double handful.
Season that guy.
Like, out demons, leave this person's body.
So you apply salt on John Smith and it does it's some twinkly
can't believe you would just assault that guy.
Let's edit that also. The world.
I have to go. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah.
That was me washing that away.
Yeah. I feel like I can't say twinkly without thinking of like Twilight Vampire. But that is kind of what it looks like though. No, that is kind of what it looks like. That is what
we
it
are
looks
and
like.
rice only here. And rice only.
Well, it's 95, so that hasn't happened yet. So
true.
They just stole it from you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. This is a precursor for that. Yeah, so as you put salt on John, it does give that twinkly translucent effect that you saw on Mary.
This is one of the tentacle demons.
Tentacle.
Or a double.
Yeah.
What if? So
What is a double? What
so
does that work? How does that work?
Coach D, he puts his hands on his head and like says, I knew it. I knew I saw myself. There are others here. And I don't know what is. Have you seen anybody else that's reacted to salt like this? I can't believe I didn't think of that. Salt.
Mary, the superintendent, was the first.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like her. She definitely doesn't seem like she belongs here. She's been making some strange requests, just calling teachers away at weird hours, and and when they just feel weird when they come back. I had a meeting with her, but nothing seemed strange about it. But after that meeting, that's when I started feeling like someone was watching me,
Like she made a double of you? Like after she called you into the office?
Ooh, is she making the doubles? Is she cloning people?
I mean, how is that possible though? how is that possible? I mean, it's hard to believe. But
do you think she's using turnips? Do you think it's the turnip stuff?
What's going on with
turnip stuff?
You know, the turnip stuff. Like
the turnip
like
stuff.
Everybody
the turnip
knows
stuff.
the turnip stuff.
Yeah.
Like the turnip
stuff.
festival? Like the bigger turnips? Oh, I mean we're having a good harvest this year.
No. Like the turnip stuff, you know, like the stuff that was in the flask and it was boiling and it was turnip. I know I sound crazy, but just so we're clear, we just saw someone who might be translucent, so you have to believe me.
That's true.
I got turned into a turnip.
Yeah, Mana was a turnip. So maybe, hey, if we kept you in that turnip, maybe you would have turned into a double of you.
Oh, whoa.
Maybe that's how they do it.
Is that how they do it? Do you think it's just everyone is a were-turnip now, like Forrest? Yeah, Forrest by himself.
Oh, that's
I don't know where, but Forrest by himself.
He's fine. He'd probably leave us if he was here.
Yeah, you're right. He probably just went home.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't run home already, to be honest.
Yeah, so
truly. Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, as
he wouldn't go to the tentacle dimension by himself.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, as you mentioned that, we switched back to 4 in the technical dimension. 4, you are in the classroom. You know, this slightly different version of the classroom that you remember that you were in previously. Now for the 3rd time, but the 2nd time on your own.
Is it obvious when you're in a tentacle dimension or
it's obvious to you? This is your 3rd time. It's very subtle differences. Like, it's not like, you know, as I said before, it's kind of a darker, everything has a slightly darker hue to it.
Oh, he goes, oh, I wasn't in a tentacle dimension. Now I'm in a tentacle dimension though. I should just go home. And you see he looks at the pencil sharpener and then he's just like, I should. Okay. he starts to walk toward, like he's gonna take a big ruler or something, just some kind of weapon, and he's gonna head towards the bio lab in the tentacle dimension.
Okay. Also forgot, y'all, that I have a sharpener too. I forgot to show you.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Look at the props. Look at the production.
Prop time.
Got live props.
Yeah, the live prop game. The live prop game is working. Yeah. Okay, so you're heading toward the biolab.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's just Meadow, Winter.
Yeah. So as which happened last time, when you go down the hallway, you turn the hall, you turn the corner. Actually, let me switch back to that map. Yeah. So as you go and you turn the hallway, it looks like you are in the same hallway.
Do I see?
You just left.
Do I see the superintendent?
No. You don't see anyone. But you do remember that the superintendent was last in the biolab that you were in.
Yeah.
In the regular area that you were in.
Meadow, Winter. Come on. Now he's gonna work his way actually in the bio lab just to see if they're hiding in there.
Well, so you're not. So yeah. So like, let me make it clear. So when you go through when you turn the corner, you're not at the. It almost looks like you warp back to where you started because it looks like you're back in the same hallway that you left. So it's like you're looping around.
Oh man. Okay.
Now you can still possibly get in, but not the way that you are trying to.
He's gonna try and figure out how to get in. He's gonna go to the keypad.
Okay, so you can't get to the keypad because you are at the beginning of the hall of the previous hallway.
Okay.
But I will tell you, there's a couple of things. First, from your, and like you don't have to roll on this because you know this. You know that there are windows in the lab that you can't see from the outside, right? But that are like one-way windows you can see in the inside out. You also know that there are doors on the southeast west of the lab that are one way only, but you can see like the outlines of the doors, so you know like where they are from the outside.
Okay.
And you also know that there's so like if you look at the map, so Miss Jenkins' room is in the lower left. So like you've been like trying to go clockwise, right, to the biolab. There's also a counterclockwise way.
All right. He's gonna try.
Those three things you are aware of.
He's gonna try the southern door first if he can.
Okay. Yeah, you go to the southern door and it opens.
Okay.
It does open. So as you go in, you close the door, and you see a broom upright by itself, and you see a dustpan on the bottom, and it looks like the broom is sweeping up some glass in the corner.
Okay. I am going to walk past that.
Okay. Are you trying to like I'm assuming you're trying to avoid it.
Yes, like I don't.
Right.
I'm assuming that's the superintendent from the other dimension. I don't know, man.
If that's what you want to assume, you can assume.
Yeah.
Sure.
So he's just like, if I don't interact with it, nothing bad will happen.
Okay. Yeah. So give me a flight then if we're trying to evade it.
Oh man.
Your favorite. You've been rolling all right though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, I hope I didn't jinx you there.
If you jinxed it, I swear to. Okay, I rolled another 9.
All right, sweet. Yeah. So you're able to like avoid it. So like, what do you want to do in the lab?
So I'm just. His assumption was when they did whatever they did, they found another way to the tentacle zone, and so he came the only way he knew how to get back to the tentacle zone. If they're not here, so he's gonna investigate the sewing machine.
Okay. All right. You see the sewing machine. It looks fairly similar. Has the same like the like letters on it, like the SCW on it. Nothing else looks different about it, or anything else that would cause you to think anything else about it.
Flurb. I should just go home. Just go home, for you tried, and that's really all that counts. You tried, and you know what? They're gone forever. You did all that you could. You went into a whole other dimension, bro. Like, who else would do that, dude? That's real party and chill of you that you did that for them, and now it's okay for you to go home. So he's going to he's gonna. Oh God. Is there anything else that's different about the biolab now that I'm in the tentacle world?
There are some other different things. You wouldn't notice them from where you are though. You'd have to like go around the room.
He's gonna go
like,
around.
And like remember, this broom is still in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go around, you definitely run the risk of
yeah, he's gonna
whatever it is.
He's gonna risk it.
Okay. All right. So tell me where in the room do you want to go? So like there's like the refrigeration part in sort of the upper right corner. There's the table in the middle that had the liquid in it. And like there's different closets, you know, including the closet that you hid in before.
I would like to go to the area where we found the turnip juice.
Okay. So like smack in the middle.
Yeah, that's where he's going because I don't make good decisions.
Okay, great. All right. So you go in the middle. There's just like an empty table. So there's nothing on there. You do see it looks like something was on there though. Like it looks like sort of a like imprint, of something, like an imprint or like a shadow of some sort. Like it seems like something's being cast onto that table. But there's nothing there that you see.
Wave his hand over that imprint spot to see if it's just invisible.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't really, you don't like bump into anything that's invisible.
Okay. Oh man, I wish they were here. They didn't know what to do. I'm so nervous. Okay, all right, bro. It's okay. It's all right.
I would like you to roll a grit for me.
Oh no. Oh man, it exploded. I got a 5.
Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, still not great.
It exploded and got a 5.
Trying.
But yeah. No, I will. You know what? I do agree with that.
No, it's okay for him to be trying his best and still lose. It kind of shows just how much work he has to do.
Yeah. So yeah, as you're looking at the so like I said, like the kind of shadow that's being cast on the table, you start to see another shadow start to merge with this. You feel something in back of you, and as you turn around, the broom is directly right there. And then slowly you start to see materialize the face of Superintendent Mary, and the body of Superintendent Mary start to materialize holding the broom. And that happens. And you are freaked out, but you know, I'll say yes, because you're trying, you're not as freaked out as you thought that you'd be. And she grabs you on the shoulders.
I would like. It's so over the top, but it's exactly what he would do. I would like to panic drop kick her, please.
Okay. So she's holding you by the shoulder, so you're gonna like
jump
back, like
and just double kick her directly in the chest if I could for 800 Alex.
Let's try it. Sure. Let's do a fight. Do it.
All right. I'm gonna fight.
Okay. All right. Tell me which. Actually, are you a wrestling fan at all?
I am, in fact, a wrestling fan.
All right. Tell me who's dropped. Who are you trying to emulate? And I'll say that you don't have to stick to the time period. It could be any wrestler. Who are you trying to emulate with this?
You know what? I said drop kick, but this will be more akin to Undertaker big boot. It's just like as soon as I feel hands on my shoulders, it's just like no.
Okay. I'm more partial to the Hogan big boot, but I got you. All right. So yeah. So yeah, it's kind of weird because I was a huge wrestling fan up to a point, and then I dropped off a bit. Around like the Attitude Era stuff, and then I came back a little bit later. So I have this big gap. But like anything before like 93, like I'm real good. Like
the only reason
Yokozuna and earlier,
like Bushwhackers.
Bushwhackers, yeah. Oh yeah.
Bushwhackers.
Oh yeah.
Only reason it wasn't a sweet chin music is because she's got her hands on my shoulders already. If I had some workup room, it would have been straight to the.
You could have rolled to you could have tuned up the band if you wanted to. I could have had you roll it.
Just
with the band in the corner, just like 4 stomps and then a kick. Yeah. Okay. So
I
so
was
you
picturing an ROK out of nowhere.
you could definitely
like...
RKO her for sure. Yeah. I apologize for everyone that doesn't get all the rest of our but yeah, so you big booter doesn't really seem to do much. I mean, you feel like you're just like, I know, like I've kicked before.
These
like I've kicked people before, but it doesn't really seem like it really does anything to her. So she's still holding on to your shoulders, and you see 3 things come out of her body.
Oh man, that's never a good sentence.
You see 3 tentacles come out of her body.
One hits
the south door, one hits the east door, and one hits the west door. The lights go out, and Mana, Meadow, and Winter, before you appears one Thaddeus J. Chadwick the Fourth.
Oh, dude! Are twin souls.
No, dude!
What? Just four? What? Stop screaming! Please stop screaming! Please stop. Hey, bud. Hey.
Mana hits them with a faceful assault. There we go.
Dude, the tentacles came out of her body, dude. That's how she was able to hit all 3 doors at once, and I couldn't hit all 3 doors at once because I was by myself.
I shake him. 4. Get Rick up, 4. Pull yourself together.
I love this idea of all 3 of you like jumping on 4, slapping him, throwing salt in his face.
Are you okay? We care for you.
Mana, salt his face again.
Mana does a faceful assault.
Man.
We're just making sure that you are not a tentacle person.
No, dude.
Are you?
The superintendent is totally the tentacle person. It's not a party, dude. Goes by myself.
To be fair, I feel like tentacles would not say that's not party, dude. I feel like this might be 4.
This is definitely a 4 thing. Wait, whose tentacles?
Superintendent. They came out of her body. I kicked in her chest. Nothing happened, dude. I was by myself. I should have went home. I came back. I was looking.
We really
for
thought
you
you
guys.
did go home.
Yeah, we thought you went just.
I was gonna go home.
I know this isn't the time to say it, but if you would just give me your jersey to do my ritual, then you would know whether you need to run or you need to fight.
No way, bro. MJ Tar Heels all day, man.
4. And I'm going to need you to stop crying, and I'm going to need you to realize that we are in a dimension that could be full of tentacles, and we're not alone, so I need you to pull yourself together.
It doesn't matter what dimension you're in, bro. She can go in any dimension she wants at any time. I was in a tentacle dimension. She wasn't even there. Then she was like, I feel like being in the tentacle dimension. Then she was in the tentacle dimension. The 3 tentacles came out of her body, and now I'm here. And I should have went home.
We're getting hysterical. I'm going to take my backpack out and start rummaging through it to see if I have anything to help him.
Mana's going to pull out her yellow mookite, which is a comfort stone. And she's gonna go over to Noir and start just rolling it on his face. Like,
wait.
That's actually pretty chill.
Okay. Coach D's been observing all this in the corner, and he's like, dimensions.
Yes, Coach D. Okay, so I guess we're kind of in this together now. Earlier this morning, we turned a pencil sharpener and we went into a different dimension, and the dimension may or may not have tentacles. We haven't decided on the nomenclature yet. Anyways, we've been trying to figure out what's been happening ever since. Felix did tell us with a little note that said the superintendent may or may not also be a tentacle person. And from what I gather of Four's nonsensical babbling, he tried to kick this tentacle version of Mary the superintendent in the face, in the chest. And 3 different tentacles came out, and I assume it's gonna do the door sew thing. And so, anyways, do you have any questions after what I just told you?
He just has his head in his hands, and he's shaking his head. He does not immediately respond to you.
You don't understand. I was in the tentacle dimension, and she was in the regular dimension. And there was a broom, and she was cleaning in the regular dimension. Then I bumped into her while I was in the tentacle dimension, and she was in the regular dimension. And then she just appeared in the tentacle dimension, and 3 tentacles came out of her body, bro, and just hit the doors.
Oh, so that's how you got here. She touched all of the doors at the same time.
Yeah, because I couldn't do it because I was by myself.
So
why didn't you just...
She knows exactly where you are.
Yeah, she put me here, bro.
You could have just put like a chair against all of the doors and then like just hit the last one. I don't know if you thought about that.
Good under pressure.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
So you hit the very likely fake superintendent. You decided that assaulting a school like an adult.
I panic.
Well, they're not a real adult. Panic. They're not a real adult.
That's true. They're not really adults.
They're like what Nintendo would call a big boss.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, because if they had tentacles in both of our dimensions, then this is like some real Day of the Tentacle type of stuff.
Okay.
All right, yeah. As y'all having this intense debate, so I mentioned there was like a door on top of the stairs on the left there that Coach G said didn't open. You hear some knocking on the door. Some loud knocking. Doom, 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 doom.
Oh, no one's here. I don't think anyone's here. No.
Yeah.
No.
Let's play dead.
Okay. Are y'all playing dead? Are y'all playing dead?
Mana's gonna take this time to really look at John Smith, Noir's teacher, like maybe there's something on him or like in his pockets or something. Basically, she's going to loot the body.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you this live breathing man. He has some stuff in his paper, in his pockets. He has keys, his wallet, you don't see anything that you wouldn't expect a normal teacher to have. Do you want to look through his wallet?
Yeah.
Okay. As you look through his wallet, you see he has his student ID. Sorry, not his student ID. His teacher ID, his driver's license, all that kind of stuff. One thing you do notice on the teacher ID is that it says that he has only been at the school for about maybe 3 months on the ID. But Four has this has been his teacher for longer than that.
Ooh.
So it could be an outdated ID, it could be something weird with the ID, but that is something that you notice that y'all have seen him around the school like before. But this ID seems like he just joined.
Okay, Mana's going to commune with her gods on whether or not she should take his money. But
there's some money in there. Yeah, there's some money in there.
I kind of feel like is there some kind of role I can do with whether or not my character is about to turn into a rogue?
Yeah, well, yeah. So do you want to roll like just if you tell me what would Mana be thinking about?
right, well, Mana's definitely going to take the teacher ID because that's weird, and that might come in handy later. Also, what might come in handy later, bribing someone. And I think that would go under a charm roll then if she was going to bribe. So, but like stealing is dexterity based.
Well, I mean, like, he's not awake, right? So, like, it's not like you have to like stealthily take it.
Then let's make this a charm roll because like literally she's doing this in front of everybody else.
Sure. Yeah, because like you will have to tell them what you're doing and trying to justify it. Sure. Yeah. So yeah, let's do a charm roll.
She gets a +1 to charms. So add that in. See what happens. Okay. So yeah, she got a 3. so Mana's gonna take the teacher ID, and she's going to look at the money and start pulling it out, but then also look at his wallet, and it's like he's got some family photos in there, and then she puts the money back.
Okay. How nice. Yeah, so you hear that knock again. Boom, 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 boom. And Coach Adi says, I don't know if this is some kind of trick, but I'm gonna go see what's at the door.
Oh man, you're gonna die. That's always what happens when you go investigate loud noises, man.
Well, look. First of all, I'm an adult, okay? And like, second of all, I've been down here and I can't find a way out. If this is the way out, he starts to like look at his body and says, I'm gonna take the direct way out. He starts to kind of steel himself, and he starts to walk up those steps, upper left, and he as he walks up, is everyone just like kind of watching from the ground? Does anyone follow him? Like that?
Oh yeah, I am not following. I'm not watching. I am going to the furthest corner trying to find anything I can to protect myself.
Okay. I think I wanna in case I get kicked out of this room, I wanna search it really fast to see if there is anything about this room that I need to know or remember, or maybe I can put in my backpack.
Sure. I mean, there's definitely things you could put in your backpack. I mean, there's like layer here. Oh, I gotta switch back to the hidden room. There we go. Yeah. So on the left part, there's a table with like a book on it and some notes. There's like another table on the lower right with like a book on it, and there's various papers and pencils and pens and that kind of stuff up here that people have been studying something down here or writing things down here. So if you want, you can just put all you can just put all those books and stuff in your bag, which is turning into a bag of holding for sure. Like you're stuffing a lot in there.
I'm gonna have to empty it out soon. It's getting pretty full. I might have to take some office supplies out.
Like all those like those 500 Post-its you took. Like maybe you just need one pack, you know.
I'm gonna take some of these erasers out. We don't need all this chalk, do we?
You have 2 bags of chalk
in here.
Well, I don't know. We might need to outline a body.
Well, I don't need all of it though, probably. What else did I put in here? Yeah, I think there's enough room now. Sorry, you guys keep going. I'm just trying to get the stuff before.
I really love how this has turned into like a Carrot Top act. So like Meadow. Oh, so sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, can you hand me my scalpel?
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's a gym teacher. He needs backup.
Oh, okay. You're gonna use it to stab whoever's outside. Sure.
Oh yeah, big stab.
I was worried for a second that you were gonna try and poke the unconscious person, and I was gonna talk about consequences again, but that's okay. This should be fine.
Yeah, no. Mana's already rifled through his stuff. We're good.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Yeah, it looks like all of this might have started 3 months ago because of this. Mana holds up the teacher ID that's, says 3 months ago. But think about it. If you become a tentacle person and you have to get your teacher ID made, then it would be newer than our dimensions people. So maybe.
Do you think that like tentacle people just kind of like hang out here, and like the longer we stay here, the more likely it is that other tentacle people come?
That's a good point.
Is this like the tentacle holding cell?
It's not funny. This is real. Like, the tentacles came out of her body, man. Not party. I kicked her. Nothing happened. That never happens.
Do you kick a lot of people?
I kick when I'm scared.
Oh yeah, the scared kick. That's a good way good defense. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So as Coach D starts to creep up these steps in kind of a stance, there's like a little like a slit, like an open shut thing. I don't know, what's that called? Like on the door where you open it, you just see somebody's eyes or something in like a jail or something. What is that called? Like
peephole?
Yeah. It's not a
slot?
hole. It's like the whole slot thing.
Peep slot.
Peep slot. I think that sounds fine.
That sounds worse.
I'd say that sounds like
I'm
something.
Sure that's what it's called.
Yep.
I think peep
that's what it's
slot.
called in my head now.
yeah, exactly. I think peep slot works very well. And you see Coach like D say, "Why?" And then you hear the voice of your principal in response say, "Look, man, this is for your own good."
Felix?
Hey, Winter?
Felix. Okay,
What are you
which
doing in
Felix
there?
is this? Which Felix is this?
Felix? Like your buddy, Felix?
How many times did I make you cry Thanksgiving 2 years ago?
I don't know. I kind of blacked out during crying.
I black out crying too sometimes.
Forrest, stop bonding with Felix. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Four's there too? Who else is down there?
Meadow, Mana, Weird Tentacle, and the gym teacher.
Oh, this is getting out of control. It's supposed to be just the teachers. Oh my god. Oh.
What? Just the teachers?
You knew about this. Come closer to the peep slot and take a fistful of salt.
Yeah.
You're gonna throw some salt through the peep slot directly in his eyes. Oh man. Yeah, you throw salt at his at the eyes, and the slot immediately closes, and you hear him, in pain for sure.
Principal that, and yeah, I made you cry 4 times 2 years ago. I think this might be Felix, guys.
Yeah, and then after I'd say a good, you hear actually footsteps like go away, and then you hear the sound of a faucet come on, and then he comes back over. But as he opens up the peep slot, like eyes are significantly redder than before, and he says, "Look, I don't know how y'all got like wrapped up in this, but it's not supposed to be about any kids, okay?
She's got tentacles that come out of her body, man.
Oh no.
Oh, what did you do with Mary? Is that how you got down here?
What?
Yeah.
That's how he got down here.
Yeah, we did the sew thing.
So thing?
You know, south, east, west, we pressed on the gym doors all together. It was like a really cooperative effort and like kind of a big deal for us.
She only needs herself to do it because she's got tentacles, man.
Yeah, we don't don't have tentacles.
Wait,
Yeah.
tell me exactly what you did to get here.
If you let us out.
Ooh.
Yeah, can we get out?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Roll me a charm for it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all.
Is there any way that we can help with
Oh,
this?
come on.
You
got a 10.
You can help because this will be pretty difficult. So who else wants to roll either roll a charm or add an adversity token to?
I have an adversity token if you want one. I don't think me rolling charm is going to be helpful.
Yeah, I have no charms, so why don't I give you 2 of my adversity tokens?
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
If that helps.
Okay.
I can give.
I'll roll it. Actually, I'm not as bad a charm as I thought I was.
Ooh.
Jeez.
That's awesome. Yeah, my charm is 4, so I don't think you want me to roll.
All right. Well,
I exploded.
Kaylee got a foot. I exploded. Yeah. So a 14. I'll say if y'all add some adversity tokens to it, it would be.
You can use one of mine. Adversity
Yeah,
token.
you have 2 of mine.
Do it. So if you can get it up to a 17.
That's 17. One of my adversity and 2 of Winter's.
Okay. Great. Yeah. So you hear Felix say, I suppose. I mean, you don't really belong. You don't really belong down here.
We don't belong here. We would like not to be here.
Yeah.
Sounds like you.
And plus, we're just kids. Look at what you're doing to children.
Well, This isn't meant for children. This is not meant for children. I don't know how you got wrapped up in all this.
I have been kidnapped.
I mean, were you messing around?
Yeah, what kind of Prince of Pal?
Like, were you messing around in any places you shouldn't have been?
No, definitely not. This is the only place that we shouldn't be that we were here. We definitely were here only by accident.
Because that's the only way I can imagine that you would be here is if you were in some of Mary's places.
We've only been in places that we are supposed to be.
We're supposed to be at school. Legally, we have to be at school. So we are exactly where we are supposed to be. Where were you?
We were only where our spiritual guides led us.
Mm-hmm.
So he says.
And science. Also science.
Okay, Coach D, I'm going to need you to back up and go to the other side of the room and so I can let the kids out. But I can't let you out.
Why can't Coach D come out?
What are you going to do to the coach?
He's real. We threw salt in his face.
Yeah, also, why is this person unconscious? I have a lot of questions.
And what happened 3 months ago?
Yeah.
I will agree to let you out, but I can't let them out.
Why? What did they do? What are you doing? Are you
going to
kill them?
No, well, it's not up to me.
Whoa. You qualified. You weren't going to kill. You qualified the statement. You just didn't say, no, definitely not going to kill them. Now I'm worried. Now I'm not sure. Wait, Coach D, is Coach D going to be okay?
Meadow, it's all right. Let's get out and everything will be fine for them.
Can I whisper to Coach
And then
D?
Mana's like,
Mm-hmm.
Can you whisper to Coach D for you, son?
Yeah.
You'll have if you especially don't want Felix to hear it, you will have to roll a flight because you're trying to evade your problem figuratively. So
here we go.
Yeah. So if you want to do that,
I'm gonna whisper and I'll say what I'm whispering first.
Okay.
And then you can see if Felix hears it. Like, dude, like I could give you a few minutes, bro, to like bust down the door and like, if you can just beat up Felix. Like I can get you a minute. Okay. Here we go. God damn it, Four! I hate you so much! I hate you, Four! So
Oh,
so for the viewers out there, Noir rolled a 2.
They can see it.
I used my adversity point already. I'm sorry.
I've only got 1 adversity point.
I got 1 left. I don't think we should use it.
I have so many, but I kind of want to see how this happens.
This is how Mana keeps all her adversities, because she's just like, this is the spirit guides.
Yeah.
I want to see how this plays out.
For sure.
No.
Yeah, so you do whisper this, right? Like,
I whisper
like you do whisper this. Felix says, "This trick for just don't even try it. Like, it's not going to work. And trust me, y'all want to be dealing with me and not with her. Okay? She has to know. If you're here, she knows you're here. Okay? So deal with me for now, and I promise I will keep you safe."
Like, okay. I'm sorry, bro.
and then Coach D, he's like, "Don't worry about me, kids. I just want you to be safe." He goes into the corner.
You're a real one, Coach D.
Before he goes, I hand him the scalpel. This is for you.
Yeah. He takes it and puts it in his pocket.
Can I use because I have intuitive as one of my strengths? Can I use an adversity token to activate that? I have a question about John Smith. I'm just wondering if maybe because Mana deals with energy on a daily basis, if she might be able to tell. It's like if someone's tentacle person is activated, then the other person is like sleep, and then vice versa. So like if the regular person's up and moving around, then the tentacle person is like down for the count. Like maybe John Smith in our world is like doing stuff, so the tentacle person doesn't have enough energy to be up. She's just trying to figure out why he's so unconscious.
Yeah, I'll say, since you're using a skill, your analysis of John Smith plus what Coach D said kind of leads you to the conclusion that John Smith is unnaturally asleep. Like it does not seem like he is just tired. Like it seems like he is laying down. But he's breathing like he's actively doing something. Like he's breathing like he's actively doing something. But he is completely stationary. His eyes are closed. Nothing's moving except you see his chest go up and down, almost like he's, like laboring, like he's performing some kind of activity. So it does seem like you've done some reading, and like all that stuff, and you get a sense that this is like very unnatural. All right, so Felix cracks open the door and says, "Come on, hurry up."
Oh, he doesn't have to tell me twice. I zip out of there.
Of course.
As you do.
Okay. Anyone else leaving?
Yeah, Mana's gonna head through, but also while she walks by, she does this to Felix.
Gonna hope that he doesn't notice until it's too late that I took all this stuff out of the room. My backpack's always been this full.
Yeah, the thing is huge now.
I walk past and I'm just nonstop asking questions about this morning. So was that you earlier this morning with the little miniature Eiffel Tower, and was that you with the boombox, and was that you doing all of that? Like, at which point were you and you not you? Just nonstop as we're walking.
Yeah. This is like this has been a very long day for y'all. And as we ask those questions on the trail, we are going to take a break. It's a good point to take a break. So take like a 5 to 10 minute break, get some food, visit your biolab, and do all that good stuff. So we'll see y'all in a few. Hey, welcome back to Kids on Bikes, second half of today's show. We've had quite a bit go on here. Quick recap of what happened in the last hour and a half. So Meadow, Winter, and Mana end up in a strange room with Coach D and John Smith, another teacher at the school, who Noir named last episode. And he is there, but he is not there. He is unconscious and breathing, but kind of unnaturally asleep, as Mana was able to deduce. Turns out Felix knows y'all are down here, and through some charm, y'all convince him to let you out, but only you, not Coach D and John Smith. And 4 at the end of last episode was left in the chemistry lab by himself. So he chose to switch dimensions and go back to the biolab. And he found Superintendent Mary in there, but she was kind of in between dimensions. She was there, but not there. And then she was there. And then things got tentacly. And you know, and 4 ended up in this weird room. So we're at the point now where everyone is in the process of, well, all the kids in the process of being let out of the that's where we're gonna go, y'all. So I'll say now it's about 8 o'clock at night. So you are kids, right? You haven't been home yet. And so like as Felix is letting you out, he basically says like, look, just tell your parents that we had some school thing or something. Like they've been calling here for the last couple hours. Just let them know that we had some school function or something. I don't know. Just make something up.
Bro, are you like telling us to like lie to our parents or whatever?
Lie to adults. Got it.
Just so we're clear, I'm fine with lying to adults. I do think it a little weird that you are telling us to lie.
I'm not telling you to lie. Look, I'm just telling you to be a little creative with what you say. Like, maybe don't say you were locked in a room. Just say that you were late, you forgot to let him know, like you were hanging out with your cool principal, and he had like some special events for you. I mean, I kind of already told him that. I just want you to back me up, I guess.
Oh, so you already lied.
So you lied.
Yeah.
Bro, well, I don't want them to like
to follow with the
not party.
You lead with that, my guy.
I've never heard this "my guy" thing. Is that another song that y'all use?
What? Oh,
it sounds like you're asking a favor from us. So if you want a favor, you will have to do a favor for us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
what Mana said.
Well, I mean, with all due respect, Mana, I mean, the favor was letting you out, right? I mean, that's kind of a big favor.
That was human decency. Also, I don't think that letting several minors out of a room that they've been locked in is not a favor. That is, I think, the law.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's the law.
Yeah,
School
dude.
law.
You're right. Maybe you should go back in the room, and I'll
immediately runs.
So that we can be,
For immediately go.
There you go.
All right, so
he's like really fast. Like he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
fast. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Why isn't he on track? Is he on track?
He is pretty fast. So this is where you are. When you go out the room, you end up here. I mean, you're just outside.
Oh my god.
So the door basically like led to like a to like this like this upper red room, this like little house in the upper red. Sorry, the upper right of the map, the red upper red right. Oh my god, I'm getting confused. Yeah, so like it's a door that leads you outside. This is not too far from where the school was. As a matter of fact, those lines on the left side are like they basically lead to the parking lot of the school. So you're basically right outside of the school. So you were in some room that is right outside of the school. And this is where if you run 4, this is where you end up.
Do we just go? Do we follow him?
Yeah, like do y'all want to?
I guess we could collect our favor next time. Principal Felix, you owe us one. And then Mana's not gonna run; she's gonna strut.
that 11-and-a-half-year-old strut.
My backpack is too heavy for me to run. So I will take a leaf out of Mana's book and just say, "We'll be seeing you," and also try and strut with my heavy backpack.
I really should make you roll to see if you fall, but I'm not gonna do that.
Roll for fall.
Roll for fall.
Go ahead and get that adversity token.
I'll get me some good adversity.
Yeah. Let's roll because I
Is
want to
that brawn? What is that?
Yeah, it'd be brawn because you're trying to like keep yourself up, like you're trying to.
Yep, that feels right.
Girl, 12.
12.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Yeah, you're able to keep yourself. You're able to keep yourself up. You're able to successfully, give
it
Felix
exploded
like the
again.
And got those scout muscles.
Yeah. As you're going, so now it's just you and Felix Winter.
Hey,
left.
Hey, Felix. I mean, we're going to the same place because you live there after your divorce or whatever. So can you give me a ride?
Sure. I mean, it seems like it might be a little awkward, but sure.
Oh, I have a lot of questions. This is going to be a very long ride home.
Oh, okay. Cool. And yeah, he goes to his car, which is parked around the corner. So everyone else is going home, like directly home.
Well, like Mana's gonna have to swing around the school to grab her chariot to then bike home, but otherwise than that, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Have any of you actually, Mana, have you ever been home this late? Like, have you ever gotten home at like 8 o'clock at night?
I think that she used to do that more, and then her Earth Mother had conversations with her that guides are there, but also you have to make your own decisions, and from here on out she better make the decision to be home before the sun sets.
Gotcha.
So I think that her
that's right, be home before the street light come on, what I mean?
So I think this isn't necessarily normal. Like, it has happened before, but it hasn't happened in a long time. Okay.
And what about you, Meadow? Have you ever come home this late?
Yes, I have. I absolutely have gotten absorbed in a science project, or I saw a cool thing in the park and followed it, or I sat waiting to build a snare and catch a squirrel just to see if I could, and definitely lost track of time.
Okay. All right.
They're used to it.
4. Have you come? 4, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, and yeah, exactly. It'd be strange if you were home just after school. Yeah, and the sense that we got, from your initial time at the house is you dad's not really there. It's mainly Andy and the other butlers that like look out for you and like, you know, feed you and do all that kind of stuff. So yeah, they're not surprised. In winter, have you ever been home this late?
Yeah, I always like put a fake winter in my bed just for this reason. And I have like a series of like traps to make sure that no one goes into my room unless I allow them to. So yeah, my dad doesn't really care. You know, he's got Lillian and other things to keep him busy. So I just kind of wander in and out.
By fake winter, do you mean a pillow under like a cover, or do you mean you intricately designed a fake winter, like a mannequin?
Yeah, I built a mannequin, but I built it out of different parts, and then I saved a bunch of my hair over a period of 2 years. So I created like a wig that looks just like my hair, and then I stuffed a Walkman, and I created an intricate system where if you step on a certain part of inside the room, it says "Go away! I'm mad at you." And people are very afraid of angry 14-year-old girls, so they generally leave my fake winter alone.
I love this. He made like a Rube Goldberg machine that activates. Oh, I love that. Okay. I'm so happy I asked you that question. Okay, great. Yeah, so who wants to get home first? Who wants to do their scene first? Either like Winter in the car or Meadow, Mon, or Four going home. Who wants to be the first one to go first? Or I can just pick somebody.
It's gonna take me a minute to walk home with this big backpack on.
Yeah. I'll say that. Like, I mean, Mana is definitely be the closest, and especially because she's going to be riding her bike home. So yeah, let's start with Mana. So, Mana, you get home. You know, do you have like a space for your bike outside? Or you bring it inside? Do you have like a rack? Like, what do you have? Where do you put your bike?
I think that that they probably have a garage, but it doesn't seem like either of them do a lot of car related things. Seems like both of them walk, so the car is more like for longer distance trips. So I think Mana parks her chariot like right next to the car, like in the garage. So and then probably moves it when they actually use the car.
Right. Yeah. Okay, great. I say as you're going into the garage, you hear, "Oh, y'all gonna get it now." It is the voice of your neighbor.
Because like Mana's like, is that one of my gods?
No, she is sitting on her porch, Amelia.
Hello, Earth Aunt.
She's like, "Oh, I can't wait to hear what happens tonight. You coming home this late? Woo!"
I have so many good reasons why I am, and I'm willing to face whatever punishment Earth Mother decides to bestow upon me.
She's worried sick about you. She was calling this school. She was asking me if I'd seen you. I'm just happy that you're okay, but at the same time, I don't envy you. I don't envy you right now.
I just want to ask you something, Earth Aunt. What do you feel about tentacles? And then Mana just like looks at her.
I feel like they belong to an octopus sort of thing, cephalad.
And then Mana like breathes like in relief, like, yes, that is the correct answer. I'm
okay?
glad that you are you.
Are you okay, sweetheart?
It has been a very trying day, Earth Aunt. But I stood up to the demons and they did not get me down.
Okay, well, we all have our demons, so I just get in because your mom is still worried about you, and I mean she probably knows that you're out here, so you might as well just face the music.
Mana takes a deep breath, twirls her cape one last time, and goes in through the front door.
Okay, as you go in the front door, there's like a kind of a really old, like not quite a rocking chair, but like a sitting chair that's like in the front room. And your mom is sitting in the sitting chair. She's just sitting there. But she's like the light is adjusted so that she's kind of in the shadow a bit. But there's a light on in the middle of the room, but she's kind of like almost encapsulated in like a shadow.
Hello, Earth Mother. Your aura looks particularly lovely today.
Sit, please. And she
Yes,
gestures
ma'am.
toward another chair that's kind of like near her. And she says, "Where were you?"
I was at the school. I stayed late because there were exorcising activities that I had to do to help rid demons of my sacred learning space.
Your principal already called me to say that you were staying late, but he called me later to tell me that you were staying late. So why didn't you tell me this before you left for school if you knew that you were staying late?
I did not realize it was an emergency spiritual thing that happened. You know, sometimes when we get the calling, we cannot schedule when it's best in our schedules. And this was a time when I'm sorry.
Look, you got to understand. Not only am I your mom, but I'm also like responsible for a lot of people in this town. And not only were I getting calls about you, but people were telling me that other people were calling the school as well because their kids were not home. So we were really worried that we were having a repeat of some events that happened in our past.
What, like,
so
what?
Well, now Homegrown and these other groups wouldn't want you to know about this. But Techburg has not always been the I want to say shining city on the hill, but that sounds kind of strange. Techburg has not always been the community that it looks like now. And I'm gonna tell you this just because I want you to realize how serious things are and how worried I was. Okay, I don't necessarily want you to repeat this to anybody because this is a history that some people try to suppress, and you might get ostracized if you know too much about this.
More than I already am?
Well, well, that's for other things. And she gestures at your cape, and then says, like, "Look, I'm serious, Mana. Like, if I tell you this, can you promise me that you will keep it between us?"
I won't repeat what my guides tell me is secret between just the two of us. And right now, my guides are like very secret.
All right. She holds out a pinky. Says,
Not the pinky swear.
You got a pinky swear, Mana.
But I have some friends that I might want to share just a couple of things with for their own safety.
Pinky swear is unbreakable. You know that. So either you can pinky swear and we talk about it, or you not pinky swear and we can just let this be. I mean, you're grounded either way, of course. But
whoa, so unfair! I was doing this for the good of everyone.
Sometimes being a parent is unfair. Sometimes you got to be the bad person.
I'll pinky swear on this.
All right. So, y'all pinky swear. Yeah, y'all pinky swear. And then she says, like, okay. So, as you probably know, I'm the first mayor here that's not from, the Chadwick or the T-Bergen families. I had a pretty rough time running here. But one thing that the Chadwicks and the T-Bergens tried to bring up when I was running, right, for the mayor, and again, we try to keep you out of all this because we don't want you to be involved. But they kind of pulled up some history that they tried to use against me, and part of it was when I was younger and I went to what you now know as a T-Bergen Academy of Science, which was just T-Bergen High back then. Me and some other students, you probably know Charlie, the janitor, that is at your school, and a few other people there. We unfortunately were responsible for significantly damaging the school. And when the school was damaged, there were a lot of kids that disappeared, but not like killed, because it wasn't like that. Like, we didn't see any remnants or anything like that. It was like they just disappeared.
Like forever? They never came back?
No, they were found later, but they never talked about what happened to them. And strangely, they seemed to, like, it just seemed a little different. But they came back, and they stayed here. They grew up. They're adults here now, as I am. But they were missing for like a good amount of time, and people were really worried at that time. And no one quite knows what happened. But because I'm one of the ones that didn't disappear, as was Charlie, we were ostracized a lot. Like we were like we had something to do with it, or some of the experiments that we were doing, that we were being unsafe, or we were too tied up in the corporate industry, because that abandoned, like MT factory that's abandoned there used to be a pretty big deal in the town. And we definitely had some alliances with them. So like we would do some experiments with them. So they tried to use that against me in my campaign. Luckily, we were able to still secure the victory, but it was a pretty hard time in Techburg when that happened. A lot of people were worried. A lot of people kept their kids home for a while. That's why I was so worried, because there's been a constant worry from people, in this town, that this happened once, it could possibly happen again. And even though everybody came back safe, it's still pretty mysterious. So I just wanted to just let you know that please don't repeat this to anybody else. As I said before, this is stuff that a lot of people have tried to suppress, have tried to forget, and I feel like it could bring up a lot of tensions that were, in the air. So that's my story. And after she says that, she seems like completely exasperated, like she kind of sinks into her chair, and just seems like she has just gotten a huge weight off her chest.
I have 2 questions, Earth Mother. One, who was leading the experiments, if it wasn't you or Charlie?
Well, I mean, it was our teachers, of course. Like, we weren't necessarily, we were students, but we had like teachers that were in there leading the experiments.
Like Mary, the superintendent?
No, Mary was not a teacher. Funny enough, Mary kind of came out of nowhere. We knew we had a superintendent, of course, but she never really, he or she, because honestly, we didn't even know who the superintendent was for years, but Mary suddenly appeared and became very involved with the school. So
Was that
she was
3
not
months
there.
ago?
Excuse me?
Was that 3 months ago?
3 months ago, she definitely started coming very frequently. We knew of her, but kind of, you know, as a person that was, you know, more into the other like districts and stuff in the surrounding towns. But yes, she definitely, I would say, why do you say 3 months ago though?
Because, you know, a lot of people like time as a construct, and they like things that are like odd numbers, like, you know, 3 months or 5 months, and then Mana just kind of trails off.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Yeah. I do remember one teacher.
Blatant lie.
Yeah, I do remember one teacher. He had kind of a strange name, but I remember it because it like had to do with love. Like his last name was Enamor. His name was Mr. Enamor.
Mr. Enamor.
And he was definitely one of the people that like helped us to lead the experiment. I mean, it's a little bit hazy because I've tried to, you know, keep the details of that out of my own head. But like Mr. Enamor was like definitely very prominent.
Okay. I know this was hard for you, Earth Mother. Mana pulls out a handful of salt, walks over to her, and then like just pours it into her hand. And is there any kind of twinkle or anything, or is it normal?
It's normal. She's like, I know I just told you a lot, so I'm assuming this is how you deal with it. And she kind of cups the salt in like both hands and says, "Can I put this back into your container?"
Yes, because you are fine.
Yeah, and she pours it back into the container. And she says, "Okay, I'm sorry, that took a lot out of me. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm just glad that you're here. I hope you understand the seriousness of the situation. And again, please don't tell anyone. It just won't be good."
Then my second question: how long are you gonna ground me for? That's not fair.
Well, if you were in my position, what would you do?
Ground me for the night.
Roll a charm. Roll a charm.
She got a 4.
Oh boy.
Yep. So
I
like
will.
she,
I will
so
take that
so like a
adversity token.
yeah. So yeah, that's not good enough. She says, "Oh, you'll be grounded for the night, and the next night, and the next night, and the next night."
You know what? You're tired right now, and I think we should talk about this a different time. My guys are telling me that I should go brush my teeth and go to sleep.
You definitely should. I'll see you in the morning. Make sure to at least eat something before you go on the roof, okay?
I'll eat something before I call to the spirits.
All right, so you go brush your teeth and stuff, go to bed. We're going to switch. Who wants to go next?
I can go.
All right, so we're going to go to Meadow. So yeah, you walk home, you have your bag. Your mom is in front of your house. She is there, and she's in a bit of a ready stance. She kind of has some binoculars. So like she's like looking directly at you with the binoculars. And she has like a kind of a big stick kind of next to her as well. And she says, "Where you been?"
School?
School? Do you know what time it is?
Yeah. Well, Principal Felix called you, right?
He did.
they wouldn't let me into the biology lab forever, and then I finally got in there, and I had so much stuff to like deal with in my experiment, and then Principal Pal Felix came by, and he had a group of us come help with other stuff that I didn't really super understand. I was still kind of focused on my experiment, but yeah, he called you, right?
He called me, but he called me like maybe around 7.
Oh,
right? So I had a couple hours of worrying about where you were.
You-
Did you forget about our meeting tonight?
We had a meeting tonight?
Okay, apparently you did.
Sorry, it's been
here.
kind of a long day. Why do you have a stick?
Just come in here. Now.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Do you go in?
Yeah.
Okay. When you go in the room, you see about 4 or 5 other adults all sitting around a table. You recognize some of them as people that you used to live with out in the woods.
Do I need a stick?
And like your mom says, you know what? I think I forgot to tell you about this actually.
Yeah, I think you forgot to tell me about this, Mom. What are they doing? What are they doing here? What's happening right now?
Well, we're trying to decide if we should go back or not.
What? No. No.
Why not? I mean, I wanted you to involve you in this because I know that you are, like you've been integrated into this community. So why tell us what if you would like to stay or not.
I want to stay here?
Yes.
Mom, you woke me up at 2 a.m. and said, pack whatever you can carry. We have to go now.
I did.
What? Why would we go back if we had to sneak out at 2 a.m?
Well, these are all people that helped me to leave. Okay, so
do they want help leaving too? Are they gonna come hang out with us and leave?
We're trying to make a decision. The reason why this has come up is because I don't want to talk for y'all gentlemen, but I think I'll just take the lead here because they're a little shaken up. There's been some increased reports of attacks out there, and they think they could use some help, some reinforcements. Now, I don't want to put you in danger, which is one reason why I moved out here with you in the first place. But there's still some attacks. We still don't know what's out there, but we do know that a lot of people have reported seeing, I don't really know what a word for it is, like appendages,
like tentacles.
Yeah, kind of. I guess if you want to put a word like that to it, that's kind of what I mean. I haven't seen it. That's what the reports have been. And yeah, so.
But they're seeing tentacles at the compound.
Yeah.
Well, then why are we going? Why do you want to go to the compound where their tentacles are?
Well, these are our people.
No. We left. They aren't our people. That's what you said. You said we have each other, and that's who we have.
And then the gentlemen that are sitting there, they notice that this is a bit of an awkward conversation, so they get up and they kind of nod their head at Mary. They have these brimmed hats. They kind of nod their head at Mary. So sorry, not Mary, at your mother, and leave. So now it's just you, your mom in the room, and your mom says, "Oh, Meadow, I didn't know you felt so strongly about being here. I know we moved here. I know I snuck you out, but I guess I saw this as kind of temporary.
What?
I do want to help our people, but if you if you think it would be safer here and you're willing to deal with being in this strange town, we'll have to take that into consideration. I don't want to just make the decision and not have you be a part of it.
Thank you for not just packing me up and taking us back, because that would have been really, really, really hard. I don't understand why you don't think you can help people from here. I have friends, I have like real friends and the science fair and school and I think I've almost got that gray squirrel colony in the park. I think I've almost learned how to communicate with them, and I think that we're bonding, and so I don't want to go back there, because when we left, you said we couldn't go back. You said it wasn't safe, and now it's also not safe. It's still not safe. Why do you want to go back if it's not safe?
You're right. I just don't want our people to get slaughtered, basically. But I have Shu's reaction to that. Yeah, Shu is the best on mute, by the way. Like, I can hear her expressions. Yeah. So Meadow, your mom, she looks like very concerned, and like what she says. But the only way we can help from here is there's allegedly some tunnels over the town. And some of us out in the compounds have found some tunnels out there as well. And there's definitely some rumors that they could probably connect to the town here.
Okay.
So we could probably get them some resources, or maybe, without getting there, or maybe we could find out a way to connect those tunnels. So we can use some of those hunting and scouting skills that we've been practicing, for a while. So we could stay here and maybe try to plan that out, or maybe map that out for them, or, so that they can get somewhere that maybe can keep them safe from whatever these appendage, or as you say, tentacle things are.
Do we know anything about them? Like you had a stick. Is the stick gonna help, or other stuff? Did they have the stuff that they saw? Like, did anything help? Did anything work?
Well, there hasn't been much that people have been saying to defeat whatever these things are. No one's got quite a good look at them. They seem to appear out of nowhere. Somebody said it even looks like they're coming out of a person, but
what person?
They don't really know. Some woman, some strange woman that they didn't really see around the compound before.
Okay.
But nothing. No one said that they've been able to defeat or slice off one of these things, analyze it, or anything like that. But so we don't know a lot.
But if I could get a sample, it would help.
Well, yeah, but how would you get a sample?
I don't know. Don't ask me questions like that. That's a ridiculous question to ask someone. I wouldn't. Why would I know how to get a tentacle sample? I don't know. Science.
Okay. I like that. So you will not roll on it. I'll say that is thing. That's great. Yeah, sample would help. I just don't know where we would get one. So I'll continue communicating with the rest of the compound members, because I'm in touch, as I said, with the ones that were just here, because they helped us get out of here. Not with the rest of them; they're a little out of it. But yeah, so that's what we'll plan to do. But please tell me about these science experiments.
Okay, I will.
Because let me tell you, I don't like a lot of people in this town, but I did hear that there's some shady stuff that's happened in the past, and I don't know a lot of the details about it, but know. I'm getting the feeling that.
I mean, you know what they say about glass houses, right? As far as shady goes, Mom. Like, come on.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I can't even think of anything weird to say in response to that. So, yeah, you shouldn't throw stones.
Come, yeah. As far as shady behavior, we can't really judge the town. Look where we came from.
Okay. Well, just as I've said before, you know, I want you to enjoy yourself at school, but keep a low profile. If anybody asks you about anything about, you know, anything that's happened outside of town, keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
And we'll work on this stuff together.
Yeah. Hey, maybe you could tell them, and maybe you should too, to my friend Mana, you know Mana, I told you about Mana. She carries salt, and salt sometimes can show you if something maybe is not what it seems and is protective. So maybe if you use salt, and salt can react to on the surface of surfaces, there can be chemical reactions sometimes if it touches something. So you never know if you use salt, maybe you can know if there are tentacles.
Wow, that science class is really showing you a lot.
Yeah.
Sure, that's great. We'll take some salt. And she literally puts her fingers up in double quotes.
No, it should just be salt. It shouldn't be salt. It should be salt.
And like says, yeah. Okay, well, I'm glad you're safe, Meadow. I got to get some rest, but
yeah.
Oh, man. Have a good night.
Can I have cereal for dinner?
Of course, it's in the same position.
Okay.
And there's various things that you can put in the cereal. I bought lots of milk. I bought about 3 cartons of milk. There's also some in the fridge as well. But there's lots of milk, so choose whatever you want to go.
Okay, I'm gonna go pour a bowl of cereal and orange juice.
There you go. Sweet.
You could have made it so there was only milk. You could have done that for us.
Okay. All right. So Winter or 4? Who wants to go next? Okay.
I'll go.
All right, 4. As you are darting home, darting home, you dart up the. So the Chadwick Mansion is kind of up on a hill. It kind of overlooks the rest of the town.
That's how I got my sweet gams. Just running.
Yeah. So like you got to go up this hill. So by the time you get to, actually, you know what? Roll me a. Let's see how tired you are by the time you get.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Roll me a brawn.
A brawn? Okay. Yeah. 2.
Dude, when you get up this hill, you like fall on the ground. Basically, you
smoked.
Are so tired that you fall on the ground and you're sweating. Your jersey is soaked. You are on the ground, and all of a sudden you hear some footsteps, and it is Andy, your favorite butler. And he basically says, "Sir, what has happened to you?"
Tentacle monsters, bro.
Okay, maybe you should have some water. And he brings out like a bottle of what's like a fancy water, like
Dasani. I don't drink that Fiji trash.
Oh no, Fiji? Oh man,
I'm just kidding. I don't.
It's like the fanciest water I can think of, but I don't really know waters. I don't really know waters like that, but it's like whatever fancy water you have. Yeah, gives you a bottle of that.
Thanks, Andy.
Sir, can you walk by yourself, or do I need to send someone to carry you?
Nah, bro. I can totally. I just needed to catch my second win. I'm good.
Okay.
He gets up.
Well, I mean, you're home at the normal time, but you're usually not this tired. Just an extra exercise? Are you finally trying out for one of those teams?
Nah, nothing like that, bro. So, like, there's another dimension at school, right? And I was hanging with these like 4 like little kids, right? Or 3 little kids, right, bro? And we found like a tentacle dimension, and I was like, oh snap! But it was like there's so much, and then the superintendent, I kicked her in the chest, and then tentacles came out, and she put me in like this underground basement, and like it was really messed up, man.
He passes you some more water, but like now he also gives you a whatever the Techburg equivalent of Gatorade is. And he says, "I think you need some electrolytes. You are clearly delirious."
No,
I hope
bro.
you had a good time. I hope you had a good time with whatever you were doing.
No, bro. I'm telling you the truth. All right, look. All right, so right there's a room, right, and there's this pencil sharpener or whatever, dude. And then like if you like push the pencil sharpener, bro, you end up like you're from the regular world into like tentacle world, and then in the tentacle world, we were in the tentacle world, and then the principal was just like he slapped a letter on the door. It was just like, oh snap, tentacle world, and I'm like, what, bro? Whoa! And then I got out of the tentacle world, and then we had to go to the bio lab or whatever, and then like Gart was being a dick, and I played Funky Town on the keyboard, and then we figured out, me and my friends, I started hanging out with these other like they're like little, but they're like real smart, and one of them has a cape. It's weird, and she's like a weird turnip now, like or whatever. I think I don't know. And then there are tentacles, man.
All right. As you say that, you like hear a likely story like in front of you, and you feel Andy stiffen up. He's usually pretty relaxed and cool. He kind of stiffens up, and you look in front of you, and it is Thaddeus J. Chadwick III, your father. Is in front of you in a very expensive tux. I mean my man is looking real smooth, and he's just standing there. He has a bit of like a walking stick kind of, and like some like thick glasses. And he's looking at you. Likely story.
Hi, Dad.
Son. You telling tall tales to the butlers again?
No, I'm telling the truth. The superintendent is a weird tentacle lady. And like Winter and Metal and Mana, they could back me up on it, and we were all being captured in like.
Where were you for?
Bro, are you not listening? Like, okay. So, like, I was trapped in the biolab or whatever, and
biolab.
Yeah.
All right. He snaps his finger and points to the house, and Andy immediately, essentially, drops you and walks very fast toward the house, and he says, "Tell me about the biolab."
Right. So, like, Metal's project was in there or whatever, and like that's why I was gonna go there the first time. But then, like, the second time I went there because the guard told me not to, because like, you know, that guy sucks. And so like we got the password because like my new crew, like, they were able to like swindle the code off the principal or whatever, and like they figured out the code.
Swindle the code. I knew I shouldn't have I knew I shouldn't have let him set the code to that thing.
Wait. You what? Are you like? Are you tentacle, Dad?
Look, that school is named after them. He points toward the opposing mansion on the other side. And he basically says, like, it's a perfect idea. A Chadwick lab inside of a T-Bergen school. It was perfect. But I didn't name it after me. I didn't want anyone to know. But I did put that keypad on there. Because there were
stuff happening in there, man.
Well, unfortunately, the those Techburg turnips, those weird artsy kids found out about it and started trying to break into it. So I did have to put that keypad on there. But no, you should not have been able to get in there. So how'd you get in there again?
I took the code.
Did you break into there?
Yes, I did that. Just me though.
Okay, because you were saying these other friends, including sounds like you said the daughter of the mayor, of which I'm very impressed if you're making friends of that clientele, because that can help us, of course.
Help us how?
We're the Chadwicks. What do you mean help us how? She's the first mayor that hasn't been from one of these established families. Like, you know what? Keep that friendship with her, because we could definitely we can use that.
Oh no, I'm not trying to use it. She's just a little weird girl.
You'll learn. You look. You're getting a little bit older. I'm gonna need you to take a little more responsibility in the family affairs.
Yeah, but she's teeny tiny with a cape. Like
She's impressionable She's impressionable. You are a forgive my language, a young stud. Okay? People look up to you.
Wait, what? No, dude. Like, yeah, you just like, what? No, it just like, you're missing the big picture. There's tentacles.
Okay. How about this?
Can I throw salt on your face, Dad?
I don't think you have any salt. If you want to try to run to the kitchen and grab something.
No, he's asking permission.
He's like, I'm gonna retire for the night, but we will discuss this again tomorrow.
Like, why is no one freaking out?
Good night, son.
Like, you didn't. Okay.
Begins to walk away.
Whatever.
He snaps his finger. Andy comes back and says, "Can I show you to your room, sir?"
Yes. Can we go to the kitchen first, though, Andy?
Of course, sir. You're in the kitchen. What do you want to do in the kitchen?
Could you pass?
Well, I just say you're in one of your kitchens.
Yeah.
You're
You're
in the main kitchen.
Could you pass me the salt, Andy?
Of course, sir. I know you like. I know you like to season your food.
Yeah, of course. So he takes the salt and then he just like right at Andy's face.
On Andy? Oh yeah. Man. Sir?
Sorry, I just
there's no reaction aside from the one that you'd expect from a person getting salt in their face.
He goes, I'm sorry, bro. I just need to make sure you were still like. I need to make sure you didn't have tentacles, bro.
Oh, is that a new song? I mean, I've been studying the songs that you've sent.
Yeah, just you know what, bro? It's the new thing, right? Like if there's somebody that you're chill with, you gotta make sure they're not tentacle. And the way you make sure they're not tentacle is just by flicking salt at them. So like, if you got people that you're cool with, man, just hit them with a dash of salt. And that's like me going, hey, we're bros forever.
So that's similar to like what you've shared with me before, like dapping people up.
Yeah, that's how you show love to your peoples. Just hit them with salt.
I will, and like you see him taking some little salt containers and putting them in his pockets.
And like, for any reason at all, bro, if you do that, if something weird happens, you have to tell me, because that's the salt promise. Like, if I hit somebody with salt and something weird happens, I have to tell you, because I already hit you with salt and nothing weird happened.
All right, and then he throws some salt in your face.
Did anything weird happen? You have to tell me.
So he throws some salt in your face and says, is that appropriate, sir?
That was perfect. Nothing weird happened, right? I'm not tentacles.
No.
Okay.
Cool. I will remember this.
All right, and I'm just gonna take that thing of salt with me.
Okay. Yeah. So you take a bunch of salt with you, and you retire for the night with your new thing of salt. So
yep. Just clutching it.
Great. All right, Winter, you are in the car, and Felix has just got. What kind of car do you think someone like Felix would have? What kind of car do you think he'd have? I'm thinking like a Oldsmobile, like a big boat Oldsmobile kind of car.
Yeah.
So
I can
like
see that.
So like you're in his big Oldsmobile, and he's just kind of started the ignition. He's not saying anything. He's just like trying not even to look at you. He's just focusing on the road, and he's driving. So he's not going to initiate any conversation. So if there's anything you want to say, you'd have to say it.
So, long day at school, Tentacle Felix.
So like he says, it's not me. I'm not Mary, okay? I'm not Mary. She's just very scary, and you just don't want to cross her.
Oh, yes, don't want to cross the tentacles. That would be bad, right?
Look, stop saying tentacles. Stop saying tentacles, please.
I don't like the word either. I'm just throwing it out there that some weird tentacle stuff is happening, and you don't have a single comment.
I'm gonna roll a grit for saying tentacle. He is very freaked out, and he's basically like, look, she's really scary. We don't have a lot of power over the school anymore, okay? I'm doing things I never thought I would do, but I just don't have a choice. Okay, I don't have a choice. And I'm sorry you got involved in this. I'm sorry your friends got involved in this, but please tell me that. Please believe me, this is not what I want to happen. It's just I feel like I don't have any choice in what's going on anymore.
That's weird, because you have a poster in your office that says you can always choose to do the right thing. Felix?
I
Do you believe in your posters?
Yeah, I have a lot of motivational posters. I got them on sale. When they came to the school, did you guys have those programs like RIF, like Reading is Fundamental? They come to your school and they would try to encourage reading. No? That might have just been a Jersey thing. But, yeah. So anyway, Yeah, like I have a bunch of. I know I have a lot of those posters, but trust me, this is beyond the realm of anything I can even understand. But I know this is real, and it's affecting us, and we're in danger unless we play our part.
You know, another poster that you have is you're responsible for the energy you bring into the room. And right now, your energy is of defeat. And I'm going to need a little more from you, considering that you are, I don't know, the right tentacle to the queen tentacle.
Winter, how long have you known me? I am a
Couple years,
coward.
I don't know.
I'm a coward.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
I am a coward. And like he keeps saying, coward. I'm a coward.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why your nickname from your family is Yellow-Bellied Felix. I know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you don't know that? That's what Lillian and the rest call you.
I do not know that.
Yeah.
But
Yellow-bellied. It's because when you were a kid, you used to just show your belly a lot. I assumed it was metaphorically, but I don't know.
I did do that, yeah. But look, I promise when I tell you more, I can, because I'm gonna need your help. You and your friends have definitely found out some things about that lab that we all need to talk about. I think we can make a plan to I don't want to say it, but take care of Mary.
Oh, you mean like take care?
I just want her out of here. I want my school back. She's had control over so many of our lives. And I've been trying to do it by myself. When with the help of some people, and then he kind of stops himself and says, I think I need to rely on the youthful energy to really help me here.
Yes. And when you say youthful energy, you mean a 16-year-old coward who would run away at the first sign of danger, an 11-and-a-half-year-old girl with a purple cape, and someone who is definitely from an ex-cult, but I don't know if they know that, and I don't want to bring that up because that seems kind of rude. Oh, well, and a 14-year-old little goth one. That's me. That's the youthful energy you're talking about.
I will tell you more about this later, and not just because the time for our episode is ending, but there's a prophecy that talked about people that fulfill different roles to banish a great evil, and those traits that you just mentioned are very similar to the traits. This is long before Techburg was founded, but in the same area.
God, this is so weird. And again, I am from Orlando. How is this weirder?
I don't know, but you know what? Why don't you gather all your friends and meet in my office tomorrow a little bit before school starts.
Okay. I'm going to call them on a landline because that's the only way we can communicate. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you could beep them, like I'm sure that they all have beepers if you want, but, just get them all here. Or if they're not here, I'll make an announcement and say that they have to come to the office. Okay. Clearly y'all know a lot.
Okay.
We all need to talk and keep this from her and try to devise a plan.
Okay, I'll do that. One last question. Mm-hmm. When you told my dad that I wasn't going to be there for dinner, did he say anything?
Well, I actually talked to Lillian. Didn't talk to your dad. She seemed very excited that you were going to be home a little bit later. And your dad was, I don't know, I didn't really hear from him. I mean, Lillian is, she is the legal guardian of you, so I feel like I could have talked to her and not your dad. I hope that wasn't a problem.
No, it's fine. You can talk to the not all stepmoms, but that one. So my dad didn't say anything about me.
No, I didn't really get to talk to him. Lillian did mention that she would leave some snacks for you when you got home on the table. She said it was probably related to what you didn't eat for breakfast. But so like you'll have some food to eat when you get back.
Worst.
That's great.
That's fine. I might just go to my room where I've hoarded some other things to eat, and oh look, we're pulling up at the manor. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna get out the door, and guess I'll see you in the morning, Felix.
All right. Yeah. So you get home, your parents are asleep, like they're dead asleep. Not worried about you getting home late, I guess. They are asleep. And that's where we're gonna end today's episode. Ran a little bit over, so we won't have time for questions. We'll have to do pretty quick outros to make sure that we can get out on time. So let's start with the other way. So let's start with Noir.
Hello, everybody. I'm Noir. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube as the Noir Enigma. You can find me on TikTok as just Noir Enigma because I forgot my password. Tomorrow you can find me on LFM Network for Degrees of Madness, where I play Call of Cthulhu with the puppets from the Perception Studio. And on Sundays you can find me on Kobold Press, where I GM Into the Southlands. And last thing, I am a guest designer on the Vault of Magic Kobold Press Kickstarter, so please back that. We've got amazing items from amazing designers. I just found out Gail Simone's on there. What the crap? But that's it.
Whoa!
Yeah, and I'm actually gonna jump to Kailey to give your outro, just in case you have to.
I'm good. Hi, everybody. I'm Kailey Bray. You can find me on Twitter at HoppaBarbarian. I am the DM for Damsels, Dice, and Everything Nice, the Disney Princess D&D show on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Pacific. And I'm also a player on Failed Save, DM'd by Vince Casso, the Chaos D&D show at 6 p.m. Pacific. Both of those are on the Pixel Circus Twitch channel. And you can also find me later tonight. I think we're doing a rebroadcast on Gilding Light's Twitch of my Storyteller's Guide episode with Jason Carl, where we talk about using NPCs as storytelling tools. That's awesome. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming up. Just follow me on Twitter. It'll be fun.
Cool. Shu.
Hi everyone, my name is Shu. You can find me on Twitter at Hello There Shu. You can find me streaming obviously today, as well as starting the 24th. Stir Friday Night is starting up a new TTRPG, Monster of the Week. We are super excited. So if you love Balak Bayan, please check us out then. I'm really excited to announce that. Okay, that's me.
Sweet, yeah. Masu's been dropping hints about it, but he hasn't told me exactly what it was.
Yeah, I got the go ahead to say, so yay.
Awesome. All right. And Markeia.
Hey, I'm Markeia McCarty. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Markeia McCarty. Twitch is Darth Markeia. Facebook is Markeia TV. So tomorrow I'll be on Outbreak Undead Rag and Bone, 6 p.m. PT. It's a zombie apocalypse that happened in 1995, but the year is 2021. So yeah, it's just like all fun 90s, all the horror. And then along with horror, my show, Something Scary, you go to youtube.com/snarled. We're an animated horror series, weekly animated horror series, and also a podcast. It's fan submitted stories that we adapt. So it's from urban legends all over the world. Big multicultural focus. If you want to see your horror in a different light, check us out. And then along with that, I have 2 upcoming campaigns that I will be GMing. I can't quite say who and what streams that they're for right now, but I can tell you next week with that, or just follow me on social media.
Okay. Great. And I'm Shareef Jackson. Find me at shareefjackson.com. Shareef Jackson on all social networks. Check me out on Rivals of Waterdeep Sunday mornings and Tuesday mornings for a video game stream, both at twitch.tv/Rivals of Waterdeep. And also check me out on Thursday mornings here at Roll20 after the GM prep for this show. Spoiler free, but we do cover all kind of maps. And I talk about build the world, design puzzles, all that great stuff. Thank you everybody for joining us once again. Sorry we didn't have time for questions, but I did want to make sure that everybody had their kind of scene at the end. People. So see y'all next week. Have a great rest of your Monday, and peace, y'all.